Hi, Happy New Year to those of you I haven't spoken to in a while. I'm Nate Lindquist with Inspire, and I'm sharing this video because I'm really excited about something that means a lot to me. And it means a lot to me because I know that in sharing this with you, it'll help you hit some of those New Year's resolutions that you have for your business and for your life in 2014. Now, I've dedicated most of my life, over 2 decades, to working with businesses to help them with their growth, to help them with their marketing, to get new strategies, to get in front of the right kinds of clients, and to really get their name, their brand, their promise, their business, and their enthusiasm out there. And today's message is really centered around 3 key elements that'll help you grow your business and your profit in 2014. Really help you create the business and the life that you really want. Not just one that you end up with by default, but the business and life that you want that truly serves you, and it also serves your community and the people around you to help you grow. I've had the pleasure of working with a number of small businesses, literally dozens and dozens of small businesses, many of whom have moved on to tremendous success. Many of them I work with still today, even though I've worked with them for over a decade. And really the message here today is the same kind of message that I share with most of my clients, all of my clients, at least in some way or another, and many of my coaching clients especially. So here's the 3 elements I want you to think about if you'd really like to grow your business in a massive way, to become massively attractive and successful and move from survival to thriving for 2014. So that's my goal from this short clip, and these are insights that you can take action on today and use them in your business, and that's why I'm sharing it with you, because I really love to see people who move from surviving and kind of slugging it out and driving to and from work, especially business owners who have a dream to create this freedom and create this excitement in their life so they can provide for their families, so they can do the work the way they want to do it, the work that they love to do. And that's why I share this message. So there's 3 things I want you to think about. The first of the 3 is called clarity of service. And when you get clarity of service into your business, what you really do is you ask the question, how may I serve? So instead of saying, how can I grow, or what should we do, or how can I sell, ask the question, how may I serve? And what happens when you ask that question is it creates a picture in your mind of this other group of people. So picture this client, this prospective client, or what I like to call an ideal buyer who you really would like to be able to serve. And by asking that question, you notice there's 2 sides to the coin. One side is, what is the service that you offer? So how may I serve insinuates that you have some sort of value that you can bring to them. So it makes you think, what problems do you solve? How do you solve them? Where are your strengths? How are you most capable? How specifically, what steps do you take to solve their problems? Then the other side of the coin, when you ask the question, how may I serve, is what are the fears, problems, doubts, roadblocks, challenges that your client is facing? If you don't take the time to ask the question, how may I serve, and you have a big sales meeting or an aggressive team workshop and it's all focused on how can we grow instead of how can they grow, how can they get their problem solved, and how can we help them do that, then you miss a huge opportunity to evolve the way you deliver your business, to evolve the way you connect with other people. Because there's nothing more valuable in a business connection than a complete understanding of how you can help someone. And taking a look at that over and over again, at least once a quarter, constantly thinking about what are the problems that you solve and how do you solve them. Because incidentally, there's going to be elements of services and products that you offer that don't really serve people that well. There's areas where perhaps you're doing a little bit too much, and there's elements that you offer or services you offer that are less than the best you could bring. So taking a look at that will give you a chance to really refine what you do. And then the second message is moving from clarity, so how may I serve, to and also clarity in communicating that, to moving into caring. So asking the question, am I giving my best? Am I giving the best that I can? It's the golden rule, right? If I'm giving the best that I can, then I would be willing to offer this to friends, to family, to people who I care about, and I would care just as much about my clients, as a matter of fact, more about my clients than I actually do about making a sale. And I see this over and over again, the transition with several of my clients. I work with lots of really good people, but there's this business mind that a lot of business owners put on that says sell more, improve the bottom line, and something happens when you start to think, what could I share with my audience about what I don't do? I care so much that if they want to do business with me and it's not a match, I would like to make sure that in my marketing, in my messaging, in my communication with this prospective client or with a current client, that they understand this isn't something that I'm really all that good at, or I don't have the experience that I'd like to have to be able to do it really well. So this isn't something that I would do. Or if this is the kind of problem that you're bringing to me, I can tell you that it's not really something that we offer. So rather than take on a project that's not going to demonstrate my caring and my alignment with what you need, I'm going to refer you to somebody else. And I'm also going to be very clear that if the time comes where you align with what I do offer, how I do solve problems, that I care enough to help you with that when the time comes. Either way, it's great news, because we all know a lot about a lot of the things that we're not really good at, but we know people who can help. And it's better to move people along than it is to try to serve them in ways that you don't have the capabilities or experience, at least at that time. The third question you want to ask about your business and also about yourself, especially as a business owner, is what I'm doing aligned with my greatest gifts, talents, and strengths? Because that place, day to day, that we all go to, where we're doing our work, where we're pushing through to make a difference for somebody else, if we want to have massive enthusiasm and all the energy in the world centered on the problems we solve, it's always important to do it in the place where you have the most passion, the most enthusiasm, a place where I'm not going to suggest that everything about business is pure joy, because there's a lot of things you have to do that are a lot of work. But one of the themes that I like to share with my clients, and I'll share with you right now, that's been enormously helpful for me, is choose your challenge. Because work, no matter what you do, is really hard. I don't care if you make pizza, or if you build bridges, or if you're in construction, or if you're a landscaper, or if you cut grass, or anything in between. Manufacturing, if you're a grocery store owner, a convenience store owner, in the beverage industry, whatever it is that you do, you have to be able to look at what you do and know beyond a reasonable doubt that you're excited about it. You're going to choose this challenge because when it gets hard, when it gets tough, you'll know that you're going to push through because you love this work. You love what you do. And when you love it and you work it and you grind it, you can't help but succeed. To move from survival into real success, you have to love your work. You have to be inspired by your work. Because sometimes the external motivation, the financial gains aren't there. So you have to go down deep to that place where you say, this is my art. This is my craft. I love my creative craft. I can see in the movie of my mind that this is my battle. I want to go into this every day. And I want to fight the good fight. I want to have a sense of calm, certainty, and peace that this is what I was put here to do. So find that center. Eliminate the things that aren't part of that, or delegate it to other people in your team, and really focus on sharing your greatest gift. And in 2014, if you really focus on how may I serve and get clear about your service, what you do and what you don't do, then you're caring. And you are more interested in helping and aligning with the needs of others and learning more about that than you are about selling. And you also focus on aligning with your gifts and really looking at what's central of importance to you. You will grow and the dividend will be profit. You'll also have a tremendous amount of meaning, and you'll feel great, because how you feel in any given moment is the quality of your life. I hope this message was helpful. It's something that I practice and think about every day, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. Again, this is Nate Lindquist from Inspire, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Make it a great year.